True items is okay. So if you can't stand the heat, stay away from the fire. What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commish, coming to you live, as always, from the friendly confines of Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. And man, I know it's been a long weekend, so y'all are gonna need some simple directions to find your way back. So let me help you out. We're just down the street, past the house with the boarded up windows. Make sure you stop at the corner and ask my man Joe. He's a gentleman, he's a scholar, but most of all, he's a man of commerce. So be what you should, and he'll point you in the right direction. He's gonna tell you to take a left, and then a right. And as you find yourself strolling down the street, minding your own goddamn business, a cool breeze will hit you that chills you right to your skeletal core, and you'll find yourself asking, was that the autumn wind? You goddamn right. Should you venture down that deep dark alley? Well, of course you should. Because what you find at the end is a special little place that we like to call deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction, and how it is every Tuesday, but it's going to be Monday because Big L can't be here, so we're doing a flip-flop of shows. So Monday, tonight, is a solid 60 minutes, the Raider Nation Report, with yours truly. And oh my, do we have a lot to talk about, don't we, Raider Nation? Oh, just a few topics, just a few. Couple things on my mind. I don't know about you guys. There was a game yesterday, you know, of historic proportions. Apparently, some didn't feel was quite historic, I guess, based on performances. But where do I begin? First, I thought I would like to start the show with a bit of a disclaimer. A disclaimer for Raider Reaction and myself, who is the head over here, the CEO, will you, of Raider Reaction. I do not have a filter built in between my brain and my mouth. I am not programmed to walk around on eggshells because of people's delicate, sensitive little feelings. I don't walk on eggshells for anybody. I step all over those motherfuckers. I stomp on them. I jump on them. I don't care. At any time, at no time, does my brain think when I start to say something, this might hurt somebody's feelings. This might upset somebody. Somebody might not agree with me. I don't fucking care. Ever. Ever. Understand that. Please. My opinion is unfiltered, and it does not reflect anything that you think, because it's mine. My opinion. Raider Reaction and the things that I post are my motherfucking opinion. You want to have your opinion? Go put it on a page. See if motherfuckers will read it. Go ahead. But don't come crawling up my ass when you don't like what I say. It's funny how some of you coddled fucking pussy motherfuckers will stand here for 60 fucking minutes, show after show, and fucking eat every fucking thing I say because you agree with it. But the one fucking time I say something you don't agree with, you get your panties wedged so far up your fucking ass that you can't even function. So, I guess it's okay to have an opinion on social media and in the Raider Nation as long as every fucking buddy else signs off on it. Well, guess what, man? When I joined Raider Nation, I didn't get a motherfucking manual that says, step 1 to be a Raider, step 2 to be a Raider, step 3 to be a Raider. Rule number 1 of being a Raider is I don't give a fuck. That's rule number 1. Go ask Lyle Alzado what being a Raider means. Do you think he gave a fuck? Real Raiders don't care what anybody thinks about them. I don't care what you think of my opinion, okay? I really don't. Keep crawling up my ass, keep whining in the comments, calling me this, he's a fake fan because he's criticizing. Man, y'all is, some of you guys must be some soft-ass motherfuckers and you're raising some marshmallow-ass kids, because if they bring home D's and F's and you pat them on the head and tell them it's okay, little Jimmy, you'll get them back, you'll get them next time, go up and play your video game, buddy. It's okay. It's alright. There's fries that need dropped somewhere, buddy. I don't raise my kids like that. I don't cheer and support my motherfucking football team that I support like that either. Okay? I am not gonna sit there and eat a shit sandwich. I don't care how much fucking sugar you put on it. Shit is shit. What was on the field yesterday was shit. We were playing one of the worst teams in the league. The Jaguars. Please tell me about how Derek Carr had no wide receivers. Oh God, please tell me about the Hall of Famers Gardner fucking Minshew was throwing to yesterday. Please. Please. Oh, they got Leonard Fournette. Oh, we got Josh Jacobs. Oh, they got a shit line? Ours is supposed to be great, right? Pro Bowlers all over it. We got a better tight end than them. Their defense is no better than ours. So Gardner Minshew can put together a fourth quarter comeback with his shit crew of fucking misfits against our defense, and our quarterback can only muster one fucking touchdown the entire game. When we dominated the game, the defense kept giving them the ball back and they could do nothing fucking with it. I'm sick of the excuses. I'm sick of it. Oh boy, but he doesn't have the best wide receiver. Who does? He doesn't have the best line. Who does? He doesn't have the best coaching staff. Who does? Nobody in the NFL as an NFL quarterback is given a perfect bed to lay and sleep in. Nobody. At some point, you have to will the men around you to victory. That is called being a leader of men. That is called being a field general. I don't know how to explain it to the stupid motherfuckers who keep coming up in the pages and say, I don't know, it's the defense. It's the defense. But if the defense didn't allow points, well, if the offense could score some points to stay on the motherfucking field, the defense wouldn't be gassed in the second half. Do you not understand? Do we need to explain it to you? Do we need to dumb it down for you and make it remedial for some of you dumb motherfuckers? Do you understand? Just like in baseball, there's only one position that gets wins and losses. Same as football, motherfuckers. There's only one position that gets wins and losses. That ain't your defensive lineman. That ain't your punter. That ain't your kicker. That ain't your fucking center. Who gets wins and losses added to their fucking career stats? Quarterbacks. Because they're the only position on the fucking field that has their fucking finger on the pulse of the entire game. That holds it. That fucking controls it. That drives it. If you go out on the fucking field and you score that first drive, and you come back again, and you score again, instead of kicking fucking field goals, and you score again, all of a sudden it's 21-0, and you've pounded every fucking bit of pressure on the other team. Now it's all on them. We don't do that. I sat and watched Jameis fucking Winston and a shit-ass Buccaneers team who is just as shitty as we are go up and absolutely dissect a fucking team and put up 450 plus yards on a team that we could barely fucking beat. At home. When are you people gonna realize? Yeah, we've got problems. We've probably got problems on the coaching staff. We've got problems on a young defense. But this defense isn't as bad as it was 2 years ago. It's getting better. And if you can't see that, I don't know what to tell you. I'm done with the excuses for Derek Carr. I'm done with you fucking clueless ass people that have his fucking balls shoved so far down your fucking throat. I'm over it. He had one good year, 2016. He was given the exact same motherfucking team plus Marshawn Lynch in 2017. And then, Jack was the wrong coach. I didn't have the right coordinators. Blah, 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 blah. He had the same wide receivers. He had tight ends. He had beast mode behind him. Had an offensive line that was okay in front of him. And the same motherfucking coaching staff. Minus the offensive coordinator. So we changed the coordinators. It was all the coordinators. It wasn't Jack. Changed the coordinators. Well, fuck. So then we come into 18. He needs a new coach. So we've got that. So Chucky's done now put everything in. Now we are 19. So what's the excuse? You don't have no wide receivers. Play calling. No. When the fuck? I want to ask you. Please. Tell me when Derek Carr gets to shoulder the blame. Tell me when this fucking Bible-toting fucking choir boy gets to shoulder the blame. Tell me when. When's it his fault? When does he get any of the blame? When he doesn't learn from the fucking mistakes he makes over and over again? He does the same fucking thing over again. He scans, dump, scan, dump. Do I have to sit here with 2 or 3 hours of coaching tape? Because I have them all, man. And I watch this coaching tape. And I don't sit here and break it down because, quite frankly, it's boring. But I look at it, and I see every week guys running open, and he checked down to nothing. Nobody's open. Bullshit. I can give you fucking handfuls of plays every fucking week that's open, but he checked down into some shit. Or he was scared to force it. So you're left with 3 options with this guy under center. You keep him 1 more year, and you bring in his possible predecessor, and you challenge him. And you see if he's got the fire deep in him. You'll see. You challenge him. Or you draft his replacement. You draft his replacement. Or you trade his fucking ass. And you bring in a veteran a la Rich Gannon and see what you can do. Now, I'm not letting John Gruden off the hook because one of two things is happening. You've got a quarterback running John Gruden's offense who's not capable of doing so. Or you've got an offense that's moldy, man, and a game plan that's aged not well. And that's a distinct possibility. The NFL is an ever-changing machine. And what worked 20 years ago just might not work anymore. Spider Y2 banana. Just might not work anymore. So you've got a $100 million coach, a $125 million quarterback, and you're sitting at 6-8 in season 2. Andy Reid took Patrick Mahomes and plugged him in 1 year and won a fucking MVP in our division. That doesn't bother you? Because that pisses me the fuck off. When I see other teams in our division reloading and keep moving, changing the most critical part of a franchise and still continue to be on top of us, that doesn't piss you off? You're okay with mediocrity? You're okay with a quarterback who can't fucking beat nobody? Who can't win a shootout against Gardner fucking Minshew? You're okay with that? It's all the defense though, right? Yeah, it's the defense's fault. Couldn't score a single fucking point in the second half. It's the defense's fault, right? Yeah, sure it is. But the defense gave up the score that lost the game. But. Really? You confused motherfuckers? Let me explain how this works. All right? When your offense can't sustain a single drive in the second half, and they can't get anything accomplished, and they can't put any points on the board, and they continually keep sitting their ass on the bench and forcing their defense out onto the field in a league that's already has all of the rules slanted towards the offense, guess what? Your defense is going to break. Your defense is going to gas, and it's going to give up a big play. Oh, but the slide cost us the game. The refs fucked us. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, man. You remedial motherfuckers. Come on. The slide. You cannot continue every single fucking game this year, even the ones that we've won. We make a fire drill at the end because we have an inept fucking offense that can't do anything and can't get out of first gear. That's why every game is like this one. Why was it even close? Why? Why was this game a fire drill with fucking 4 or 5 minutes left? When you are absolutely annihilating this team. Why? Because this team makes some of the worst halftime adjustments in the history of the NFL. This team, in 14 games played, has scored 20 fucking points in the third quarter, man. 20 points. So keep talking about how shitty your defense is when your offense can't do a motherfucking thing to start the second half of any game. It wasn't the game though, Brian, because it should have never been to that point. That's what I'm trying to. If you're that bad of a team that you are running down the field and trying to have to run the clock out on the Jags because you are scared of them coming back and beating you, then you deserve to lose. You're that bad of a team. Oh, the refs fucked us. No. You fucked yourself, man. I look at this how I would look at a cage fighting in my previous life. You don't leave shit in the hands of the judges, man. If you go to the cards and you lose, you got nobody to bitch at. It's your own fault. Should have knocked him out. Should have tapped his ass. You never put anything in the hands of the judges. And when you leave NFL teams within one score of your ass the entire fucking team, the entire game, and you let them hang around, and you never step on their throat, and you never fucking push the issue, and you never go up by 2 scores, you never dump the pressure on them, you always leave them within 1 score, then you're always leaving an out for the other guy. You're always leaving it out. That means you're 1 pass, 1 missed tackle, 1 fucking pass interference from all of a sudden like, ah, fuck. Man, I tell you what, about mid-third quarter, I seen yesterday coming like a fucking freight train. Like I was standing on the tracks, like frozen. I could see it coming. I could see the light getting closer. I could see we were blowing that game. I could see it coming. And I couldn't get out of the way. It was just bad to watch, man. It was bad to watch. So, yes, our defense is still growing. Our defense isn't the best. But, man, you look across the fucking fabric of this league right now, and there are quarterbacks out there with defenses that are no worse than ours that are getting shit done, man. At some point, the quarterback has to elevate your play. At some point. Derek Carr works his ass off. He's a hardworking guy. He loves this team. He loves his craft. And I'm sure he loves the game. But this is a harsh league. This is a harsh world. Failure is not an option. You are paid and paid to do one fucking thing. Win. That's it. You are paid to entertain your fan base by winning, and if you can't fucking do it, then you need to hand over the fucking ball and get the fuck out of center. There's a laundry list of veterans out there you could bring in. I'm not going to sit here and name them so you guys can sit, oh, I don't want him, I don't want him, I don't want him. Because every single one of you motherfuckers that would know him, I don't want him, I don't want him, I don't want him. Every single one of you would have said the same thing before we brought Rich Gannon in. I don't want him, he's a Chiefs reject. How are they starting Gerbach over him? Why would I want him? When you give a veteran quarterback one last chance, and they know it's their one last chance, and they've got talent, and maybe they've got greatness that's just been close to the surface, sometimes you can get enough out of them, like we did Rich Gannon. So for you to discount some of these guys that are going to be coming on the block, just because maybe it's not the flavor you want, or doesn't seem to fit your fucking agenda, guess what, man? It doesn't matter. It's all about W's. Derek Carr's a hard worker. He loves the team. He loves the franchise. All of that. The fact of the matter is, there's only a small, select group of NFL quarterbacks that have it. That have that level of greatness built in their DNA. All these guys are good athletes. All these guys have good arms. All these guys can run. All NFL quarterbacks are good athletes with strong arms. What separates them? What separates them is what's between their ears and what's right here. What's right here? He's got all the talent in the world, but he ain't got the fire in his heart, and he ain't got the fucking balls in his jock that he needs to be the quarterback of the Oakland Raiders. He ain't got the fire, and he ain't got the fucking stones. He's a fucking Bible-toting fucking choir boy. That's our quarterback. Set him down. Set him down, man. I want to leader him in. I don't want to see him. Yeah, I know we got to start him this week because somehow, and how we're still in the playoff hunt? Why? I don't even want to be in the playoff hunt anymore. I don't want to see this team in the playoffs. Oh my God. There's no way. I mean, There's hope left. I'll never count my team out as long as there's hope left. I mean, maybe the stars will align and the football gods are shining down upon us, and they're gonna. Everything's aligning for the greatest upset fucking Super Bowl run in NFL history. Motherfucker, I would fucking stand there and fucking, Derek Carr, afterwards. I take it all back. I eat it all. Prove me wrong. I want nothing more. Do you think I want to be right? I've been backing this guy for seasons, man. I've sat here and said, believe in the kid, man. I believe until you give me no reason to believe anymore. That's sports. So for all the motherfuckers who say, oh yeah, you cheer him when he's winning, man. All year, even when we've been winning, I've been saying this team has no second gear. We're making it a fire drill out of teams we should be piss pounding, and we're fucking pulling it out in the end. This team has looked bad all year on offense. So, do I want to see him succeed? Fuck yeah, man. He's the quarterback of the Oakland Raiders. I did say it last year too, Nick. Thank you. That's all these people who say, "Oh, you're always stroking Carr off." No, not really. Not really, man. Not really. I mean, maybe you doesn't. Maybe you don't watch the show, because that's not the case. It's not the case. I've been questioning this guy for a while, and I thought he earned. The first half of last season, man, I was about ready to give up on him. He was making some bad decisions, but in the second half of last year, he really earned my respect. On a skeleton of a team, he stood under fire, and I think he earned the respect of everybody around him. But this year, you should have seen something this year, man. He should have started to turn the corner in this offense. Even his command of this offense, he should be able to do something with the guys he's got. I'm telling you guys, I watch the coach tape of every fucking game, and there are guys open all the time, and he just doesn't throw the ball. He won't force it. He will not force it unless he has to. He will check down 70 to 80% of the time, man. That's why he's got a great completion percentage, because he will only put it where it's going to get caught. Every time. It's a disheartening thing to watch yesterday. And the aftermath of it, I mean, what happened yesterday was sports history. Was sports history what happened yesterday. You had ESPN there. You had CBS Sports Morning Show running specials with the super fans on it. You had everybody all week leading up to this was talking about this game, how historic it was. Most of the country was carrying it as their CBS game of the week. It was this. You were put on a stage, a world stage. And this is the effort you got out of that, on sacred ground, in with legends in attendance. Charles Woodson's lighting your torch. He's giving you speeches before the game. You've got Tim Brown. You've got Otto. I mean, how does that not elevate you? So I ask you, when does your quarterback shoulder some of the blame? Because on any other franchise, they do. Why? Derek Carr is Teflon and nothing sticks to him. I don't understand. I guess now, I did want Carr benched for the last 2 games, but I guess now, since technically your season is not dead, you have to go with your starter until your season's dead. It is what it is. And if the season's gone under Derek Carr, you've really got to make a serious evaluation coming into next year. You have to make a serious evaluation. If this is the guy, Ladies and gentlemen of the Raider Nation, we are talking about the culmination of 6 seasons of NFL football. 6 seasons. This guy ain't even the leader on the team. This guy ain't even motherfuckering people. This guy is. This guy is. He's your new leader. He's the leader on offense, not your quarterback. He's the one out making people accountable on the sidelines. It's not your quarterback. There's something wrong with that. Did you watch the post-game press conference yesterday after he walked into the tunnel being pelted with trash and being booed? And then you had his press conference. This was quite possibly the most unenthusiastic, unremorseful. Like, do you not understand? Man, this was a historic game. The stands were packed. You only have a job for one fucking reason. That's to win games for the Raider Nation. That's it. You are to go out there on that field and you are to perform and get it done. That's what you're paid for. And if you can't get it done, you need to get the fuck out. You're too comfortable. You got paid and you don't give a shit. I could tell yesterday when you were giggling and chuckling and smiling, golly gee, coach. Golly gee, guys, I guess the next quarterback will have to deal with them booing him too. Ha 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 ha. John Gruden, in his press conference, you could see the pain on his face. He was unhappy. He was disgusted. He apologized to the Raider Nation, and you could tell that he meant it. It pissed him off that that game was lost. It pissed him off that that game was blown. Whether Gruden's the answer or not, there's no question whether he has the fire burning in him. You could tell it pissed him off. It meant something to him to win this game. The quarterback? Nah, man. Nah, man. Again! Oh my God. You're going to bring it down to the last play of the game because it hit him in the face when he's trying to catch it through a fucking sea of hands all around him? That's the game. That's the reason you lost. Because of a Hail Mary. That's the reason you lost? Come on, man. I know you're smarter than that. I know you're smarter than that. If that's how you think you lost the game, bro, you lost the game fucking goddamn so long before that. It should have never got there. You gotta look past your nose, man. You gotta look past your nose. You're not supposed to be throwing Hail Marys at the end of the game to try and pull it out after you just blew it against the Jags. If you're doing that, you already lost the game. Now you're just hoping for a miracle to fucking pull it out after you already blew it. But the slide, it hit him in the face. Jesus H. Christ, man. I warned you all before the show. This isn't your fucking safe place today. Don't come in here with your fucking bullshit and your stupid excuses. But, no. No, I'm done. I've seen hundreds, and I mean thousands, of fucking asinine, stupid comments all over the page today. I even had some motherfucker have the audacity to call me a fucking Niners fan. What? Because I don't stand for shitty quarterback play? I'm sorry. I would really like to see your kids' report cards. Because, man, if this is how you build them up after they bring home D's and F's, it's okay, little fella. You'll get them next time. Now, fuck that. I'm grounding your ass from every motherfucking thing you got, and you're doing homework till I see your grades improved. That's called tough love. I'm sorry. I didn't grow up in the fucking millennial generation where I I needed everybody to do shit for me. And nah, fuck that. I grew up in the real world, man. Nah. You want success? You don't want people throwing trash at you. You don't want to be people booing at you. Win a fucking game, man. That's all you're paid to do. The job description. Mr. Carr, here's your contract. We are going to pay you $125 million. Now, that's a lot of zeros, Mr. Carr. I'm going to pay you $125 million, sir. Now, here is your job description. Yes, I understand. It's only one line. What does it say? Win fucking games. Paying you $125 million, motherfucker. Win games. That's all you gotta do. I don't care what your stats are. Don't care what your completion percentage are. How many fucking yards you got. What your fucking interception to fucking touchdown ratio is. I don't care how many Pro Bowls you've been to. That's just a popularity contest anyway, and it don't fucking matter. Don't care about any of that shit, Mr. Carr. You're gonna sign this contract right here for $125 million, and you're gonna win me fucking games. That's it. You got it? Do you understand? That you can't fucking do that? Then get the fuck out! And give back the money, because you're stealing, motherfucker. If you can't do that, get out. I'm sick of here. But he's been to 3 Pro Bowls. Motherfucker, he's only 2 of them. He was like the 3rd or 4th alternate. That's a popularity contest anyway. That ain't all pro, man. That ain't all pro. I don't want to hear about Pro Bowls. Pro Bowls are the stupidest fucking statistic you can put out there. Oh, you won a popularity contest. You got your name stuffed in the hat the most times. Fucking congratulations. You know you can. I could vote on that a fucking million times if I wanted myself. We got 2 bright spots that have popped up. Josh Jacobs and Darren Waller. And again, yesterday. So I ask you, man. You're hitting Darren Waller all over the field. Josh Jacobs is moving the ball. How are you not able to use some small other little pieces mixed with that to not finish a drive against the Jags? Man, like all of your arguments just fall away because we're talking about the Jags. They have the same problems as us. Hell, even worse, because they're on a fucking backup quarterback. Nobody even knew that motherfucker's name before the season started, people. They got no wide receivers, but they could put together a game-winning drive against us. But we can't do it against them. Our Pro Bowl quarterback, franchise quarterback, $125 million quarterback, cannot muster a game-winning drive to finish this game off because he doesn't have the fucking absolute perfect star lineup. It's unacceptable, man. It's unacceptable on the importance of the game yesterday. The fact of the matter is, since you've came back to Oakland and left LA, you've really not done a lot for your fan base. Period. We had a brief glimpse of what it felt like to be relevant again with Rich Gannon at the helm. And that didn't last long enough. And then we've had shit since. Nothing. One flash in the pan of Derek Carr. And 1 year which, if you go back and look at that season, I could make a strong argument that season was a fluke, man. How many 4th quarter comebacks we won by absolute fire drills. You knock a couple, 2 or 3 of those off, and the ball bounces the other way. You ain't in the playoffs that season. And then what? Then what are we talking about? Then what are we talking about? Because that's the reality of the matter. 2016, we weren't going out there and trucking people. We weren't this fucking dynamic, fucking insane offense. Oh no. Oh no, we were the Road Warriors. We were the fucking cardiac kids. We were winning by the fucking seat of our pants every game. These crazy, and you can't do that. You can't do that. Go look at the Cheatriots, man. Tom Brady does not come out and fucking win games by fourth quarter fire drills every game. They don't. Why? Because they've already beat you by the time they've got to the fourth quarter. Because that's what good teams do. When they come out in the second half, they've already up by a score. They get the ball after half. They go out and they put you down by 14. And now you're like, fuck. Now you got to change your whole game plan. We don't do that. Chargers game, Bengals game, Lions game. In the second half, every one of those games we had a chance to go up by 2 scores. But we don't. We just meander along and never, ever, ever put the pressure on the other team. We put all the pressure on ourselves and our defense not to blow it. You can't continually do that. That's how you lose games. You can't keep every game down to a fire drill at the end. It's unhealthy, and that's how you lose. That's how you lose. I need a breather. If you haven't followed us on Instagram and the Twitter, man, you should do that too. Check us out on our YouTube channel, Raider Reaction Webcast. Check out our website. Go like up our other page, The Commish. But, of course, make sure you like and follow this one. Seems like we may have lost a couple fucking little, delicate little bitches today. I've unfollowed the page. There's about 7 or 8 delicate little bitches that left. He said something I don't like. I don't understand it. If you follow the Raider Reaction page, you've at least, I would assume, have heard my big fucking mouth at least once. Or you've seen my fucking posts where I pull no punches at least once. Because that's pretty much what the page is. You know I'm opinionated. That's why you're here. Because we're not one of those fluff pages. We're real, we're raw, and uncensored. We don't pull no punches. We give you the straight dope, the straight feelings, the fire of how we're feeling. And there's 16 of us on this team. It's not just me. I'm just the one with the biggest mouth. But the other guys all post on the page too, and they've all got opinions. So, I don't understand. You follow the page, you understand all of that. But you're gonna leave because I say one thing that you don't agree with? I would expect not 100% of anything I ever say somebody would agree with. I would never agree with 100% of anything anybody says. I question everything I hear. And I take it with a grain of salt, and I would hope you would do that with me. I respect your opinion, whether I agree with it or not. Now, when you come at me calling me an asshat, hey man, you jab at me, I don't jab back, I throw fucking haymakers. So, it is what it is. It just blows my mind to see people unfollowing the page because I'm upset about the team blowing a very, very historically important game, man. Sometimes the truth hurts, and Tyler's right. Sometimes people just can't handle it. I'm sorry. If you want a rah-rah page, and if you want a live show about the Raiders where, we sit here all hour and, hey, what's up, Lewis? Shout out to Lewis. What's up, Leslie? Shout out to Leslie over in Vegas. Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for stopping in, bro. I'm going to give you a fucking bronze medal. What's up? Hey, silver and black. If you want me to do that for 60 fucking minutes, dude, I'm going to go behind the wall and fucking put my brains all over it. Like, I couldn't even stand that for 60 minutes. If you want that candy-coated, sugar-coated bullshit, hey, skip on down. Somebody's hibernating down the way. But don't come here for that shit. And don't compare us to others. That's why you're here. This is why you're here. Because we don't fucking give you filtered bullshit. Man, you can get that everywhere. You can get that everywhere. You can come here and the finger's more on the pulse about how the Raider Nation feels here than anywhere else. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I put up polls and I put up things and votes, and I can see by the numbers that are put up, it ain't just me feeling this way. I'm not the type of fan, and I'm not the type of person that will blindly follow anything. I do not walk around like this in my life with blinders on in anything. In anything. Especially not something that I love and support, like the football team that I support. I don't walk around with blinders on, man. And do rah, 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 rah. Okay, come on, guys. You can do it. They get on my pom-poms. You know. No, I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. I'm not just going to stand there and blindly cheer. I get upset. A game is like an emotional roller coaster. Purple drink. Somebody say purple drink? You know, and you're upset, you boo, you cheer, you know, it's... You know who rah-rahs? Spectators. Not fans. Spectators rah-rah. Spectators rah-rah. Pass that bitch on over, man. Spectators rah-rah. Because they don't understand. They rah-rah, 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 go team! And then they put their pom-poms in their fucking little bag and they walk out of the stadium. Win or lose. Oh, that was nice. That was fun. No. They're not pissed when they lose. They're not elated when they win. They're just there and they watch the show. That's a spectator. I'm not a spectator. I'm a fan. I get upset when they lose. I'm elated when they win. Because I'm a fan. And I don't understand, if you're not a fan, how this all doesn't upset you. Thank you, Mario. More questions like that need to be asked. You know, like I said before,